Hi there and welcome back to the channel. Today we are in a very special place, and as much as we are at ACME Motorsport and we are exactly in the workshop, and I am next to a brand new GR Yaris. I'll just show you now how it is. I just test drove this car, and my oh my, it is really a great improvement. I test drove it inside of a hill road, and I did something like 15 kilometers with it. As knowing so well the donor car, I know it already. We could not push to the limit, but we did some pushing. And I must say, you see my car down there and Matteo's car. I must say, they did do a very good job and a very good improvement on this vehicle. So basically what they have done is they have managed to make the chassis flow much more. Before, in the Gen 1, the difference was that the chassis was very soft as stock, and when you went into a sweeping curve, basically the chassis moved a lot, especially in the back, and sometimes also bounced back and forth because of all this open movement. In fact, if you take a stock damper in your hands and you try to open it and close it, you can do it very easily, because the rear was very free in order to let the car rotate, because there are various ways of doing this, but to let it rotate at low speeds. So this beast here actually is doing much better, because let's see if a Corvette can keep this up. Yeah, because this car here is actually flowing, and it gives you much more a sensation of, let's say, an Evo 8 or Evo 9. That is what we actually all wanted from this car. So this is really great. I love it very much. The engine feels a bit stronger. Yes, I can say it's like I couldn't know if it's really 20 horsepower more. It also depends on the fuel that's running in the car. But anyways, I say there is increment is there, and it's noticeable. I think it, for some reason, at least this specific car, spools a bit later. I don't know if it's because it's been some time that I haven't been using the stock map, but and the stock airbox, because our airbox is just crazy for spool, but I feel it spool a bit later, and I do feel it progress a bit more in the high RPM range. Now let's come to the big topic. In fact, in this case we have the automatic gearbox. I've driven sequentials, you know, dog boxes, manual boxes, automatic boxes, from torque converters to the ZF ones, like on the BMW M2, the 370 brake horsepower version. I've driven a lot of these boxes. I also owned a BMW 2 with this, and let me tell you, this is a good piece of kit. Is it the gearbox I would work with, I would buy on my personal car, or is it not? Well, this leaves me thinking quite a bit, because what do I like? I like the fact of having more gears and closer ratios. This makes a big difference, especially on the rally kind hillside roads where you go on these B roads, and you need this in order to have your fun. But on the other hand, I believe that it does have a bit more engine braking torque than a conventional torque converter box, and even some of the manuals, the ZF 8 speeds on BMWs. But still, I'm not sure that it has enough torque in braking to enable you to not burn up your brakes when you're really going for it. This is something you will have to account for if you do it. All in all, I think it's a brilliant product. I personally can feel the chassis stiffened, and yeah, If the new gearboxes, and I don't know this yet because we don't have enough case history to say it, but if the new manual gearboxes are being reinforced and are a bit better like we would hope to from the first gen, I would still buy a manual over this because I feel more involved, and it feels that it did give me all the gears when I wanted them, but I felt less involved. It's absolutely very fast, but I'm not so sure as if I could get the best time out of it against the stopwatch on a rally stage with one gearbox or the other. Probably with the manual I would manage to go faster. Of course, the fastest option would be a sequential gearbox, but in that case, it's a big investment and it takes a lot of work to get there, and also it's not a stock car anymore. So this is you had asked me very much to try this car. As you know, I'm super busy because now I'm finalizing the move to Gran Canaria and everything. But I managed to do this, and there's more content going to be coming from ACME, because we're going to do a lot of very, very cool things for my car before the car goes down to Gran Canaria. So stay tuned and see you soon.